the channel. For those of you, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. My name is Etienne. Today I'm driving the Tiguan and I'm going to talk about what it's like owning a BAGGED daily, driving on 20-inch wheels. I'm going to take you guys with me on a short trip, and I'm going to talk to you guys a bit about it, let you know what it's like, all of the fun stuff. First of all, excuse the compression noise. It went off just now. You guys should be able to hear me a lot better now. Not too long ago I asked you guys on Instagram for suggestions on what you guys want to see on my channel, suggestions what videos I need to make. I got a lot of responses. Some people posted stupid responses, other people some very good responses. I will get to everyone eventually, but one of the good ones was someone asked me what it's like to own a BAGGED SUV as a daily, and I thought that's a good one, so I need to share my experience with you guys. As you guys would know, I've had my Polo for 9 years, I think it is this year, and about 3 years ago I saw a picture of a Tiguan on Instagram, and since I saw the picture, it was the track and field like mine with a high bumper in the front, on bags or 19-inch Savannah wheels, and the moment I saw that picture I immediately knew that my next car would have to be a Tiguan. Things got hectic with work. I bought myself a Corsa bakkie. I didn't like it at all, so I decided to sell it and buy the Tiguan that I always wanted. It was a long process finding the right one with the right specs in my budget. Of course, I would have loved to own a Tiguan R-Line, but it was simply out of my budget. And like I say, I've been wanting the one with the high bumper like I've got now, the track and field. Mind you, let me post a picture up on the screen for you guys so you can see what it looks like. That Tiguan, it belonged to VW Dog on Instagram. I've been following him for I think 5 years. It's got a lot of different cars, but the Tiguan is something that really interested me from the start. So when I first got my Tiguan, the plan was always to put wheels and suspension. I first went the static route, which was a massive mistake for me. The reason for that was I got 5 GTI coilovers, and then the Tiguan is 4Motion, as you guys would know, 4Motion DSG. So the rear is quite a bit more heavy than a normal GTI that the coilovers came out from. So I ended up snapping one of the coilovers in the rear, broke it in half. One of the coils actually, not the coilover. So I snapped the coil in half, and then I had some custom coils made to the same spec, which was still too soft for the vehicle. So whenever I had 4 people in the car or full tank of gas, it would rub the drive shaft against the lower control arm. So I knew the only way to overcome that issue would be either to go bags, or the only other option that I had would be to get stiffer coils made up. Now the problem with stiffer coils is once I'm back alone in the car, the stiffer coils is gonna ride very harsh. So I gave it some thought and I decided, let me do the bags. It's probably the best mod that I did on this car, was to bag the car, especially since the fuel tank is the lowest point on this car. So whenever I go in and out of driveways and the car would scrape being static, I would always hit the fuel tank. I know a lot of guys in the US have had the issue where they had to replace the fuel tank because they bumped it and then their car started leaking fuel. So the air was definitely one of the best mods that I did on this vehicle. It is extremely comfortable. You definitely get what you pay for with the bags. So the setup that I'm running is Airlift Performance Series Struts, front and rear. It's got the camber plates up front, it's got the dampening settings, and then I've got 244C Viair Compressors with a 5-gallon skinny tank all hidden below the floor in the boot. So I've got all the boot space that I used to have now, just with the air below the false floor. And then I still have my spare wheel intact. I'll show you guys a couple of pictures of the install. And my management is a V2 Autopilot V2 digital management. I bought the kit second hand, but it was in perfect condition. Straight over at FS Projects, knock out the install for me. Absolutely perfect. I decided to have him install the kit for me simply because I'm too scared that when I install the kit I might get some rubbing or anything. Either you rub a bag or you rub a air line, and then you are stuck next to the road having some issues. Ever since we did the install, I've never had one issue with the air, so that's absolutely flawless. One of the other mods that I have on the car is the 20-inch Audi Rotor wheels. I'm pretty sure you guys would have seen that as well. The 20s over the 19s is way harsher. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the tire on the 20s is so skinny. It absolutely does not absorb any impact from the road. So what you see on the road is what you feel through your kidneys. It's extremely harsh. Is it worth it? In my opinion, absolutely worth it. The car looks amazing with the new wheels. It did look good before, but the 20s really just set it apart. So that's basically wheels and suspension covered on my daily. It drives extremely nice. Like I say, the 20s does not absorb a lot of impact from the road, but it drives extremely nice, very comfortable. I've actually got two driving heights. The one I'm in now is the more comfy one. The other one that I got is a little bit lower than what this one is set to, but it's more harsh. This is more for when I'm going to car shows or over a weekend when I want to play around. Then I put it on the lower driving height. The car firms up and it sits a couple of millimeters lower and it looks amazing. So this is the more comfortable driving height. That's just one of the fun factors of the air suspension. Whenever I want to go up a curb or whatever, I can just my controller is still loose. It's chilling in the center console. So whenever I want to go up a curb or whatever, I can just press a button, the car will raise itself up and I can go over the curb or go into a driveway or whatever the case may be. Like I mentioned earlier, this is the DSG 4Motion, so it's a 2-liter TDI. The car is extremely economical. I get about 13 k's on a liter in town, and when we went on dub run, which was about 670 odd kilometers to get to Ballito, I managed to get 17 kilometers on a liter. I managed to get 1000 kilometers on my 55 liter tank. So it's extremely economical on the open road. Even in town, 13 kilometers per liter, it's not bad at all. For the engine mods at the moment, I've got a flat panel BMC filter, I've got a downpipe with a DPF delete, and then I've got a PD tuning file on the car. I'm using PD tuning for all my diesels. You guys would know the Polo's running PD tuning as well. In stock, the car makes about 103 kilowatts. I haven't dynoed it before the mods or after the mods, so I'm not sure what the power output's at now. But it should be in the region of 120 wheel kilowatts, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure, but it does pack a punch in its class. So that's basically all my mods. The car's bagged, it's got big wheels, it's got software, it's got a DPF delete, and it's got a flat panel filter. The car is perfect for everyday use. I've done about 22,000 k's since I bought the vehicle. I've been down to Ballito once on dub run with a VW club, and never once has it left me next to the road stranded, struggling with anything. It's pretty reliable, it gives me good fuel consumption, it's comfortable when I put it in a comfortable driving mode. So yeah, it's for me the perfect daily. I couldn't have asked for any better. And I must be honest, the car is a head turner. Not a lot of people expect to see a SUV with big wheels and bagged. Well, most of them won't know it's bagged if I'm rolling, but you get the idea. Not a lot of people know what it is actually. Since the car is debadged, I get a lot of questions. Is the Golf? Is the Polo? What type of car is this? So future plans for the car. Wait. I'm not gonna tell you guys any of that. I'm gonna keep it a secret. just know that nothing crazy, nothing overboard for this vehicle. Like I've said before, it's my daily. I do enjoy this vehicle the way it is at the moment. Maybe a few cosmetic mods, 1 or 2 interior mods maybe. Nothing too crazy. I just want to enjoy this car, the Polo. That's there to go crazy with. That's the full-on race car. So that's the car that I'm going balls to the wall with. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching if you made it this far. If you haven't done it yet, hit the subscribe button. Click on the bell icon to make sure you get notifications every time I post up a new video. And then if you guys have any more suggestions of what you want to see on the channel, drop a comment down below. Let me know and I'll try my best to entertain you guys, or to make videos for you guys that you guys would enjoy. So that's gonna be it for me. Peace out and reflect your passion.